what are my notes? The common point lifestyle. Is it right for you? Let's dig deep into this and see if it is. Cheers. Get a drink. Cook a turkey. Get something. Sit down. This is going to be a great video. And I will make these cups available eventually online, but not right this minute. That is the Common Point logo, the flame. So, is the Common Point philosophy right for you? First, I'm going to ask you some questions. No, first I'm going to say, Common Point is not a religion. Common Point is not following a religion. It's not following a faith. It's following a set of rules and understandings to live an amazing life. So, first of all, in order to, you could be into it partly, but if you want to be into it, feet first, all in, with the Common Point philosophy, you got to dig deep into yourself and be brutally honest with who you are. And brutally honest what you want to be and why you are who you are. Meaning, if you believe a certain religion, I'm not saying that you can't be involved with Common Point and still follow a religion. I'm saying that you need to be brutally honest with yourself about why you believe certain things. So, if you're deep into a religion and you believe in, let's say, Christianity or that kind of stuff, if you truly believe that, you need to dig deep into yourself and ask yourself why you believe that. And the why, the answers that come to you have to be practical reasons, have to be logical reasons why you believe something. If I were to take this book, if I was to take my book and drop it, there's a logical reason for that. There's a logical answer for that. If I drop this book, it's called gravity, okay? There's no argument there. There's no black and white. There's no, I'm not sure. And there's no, well, I believe it because I feel this way. It's black and white. The book will drop because of gravity. That reality will only change if you're living in a different environment. If you drop a book in water, if you're in water, floating in water, and you let a book go, it's going to drop slower. It's going to float away. If you drop a book on Mars, it's going to take, wait a minute, I think it's going to take longer to hit the ground because the planet is smaller. I'm not sure. I might have to look that one up. I'm just saying, my bunny's scratching already. Leo, we got to make a video, buddy. So, what I'm saying is this. If you can dig deep into yourself, open yourself up, and answer the questions, your lifelong questions about yourself. Who are you? Why are you? Why do you decide to be who you are? If you get logical answers back, well, I'm this way because of this logic, then you got the right answer if it's logic. If it's emotional, which is what most religions is based on, is emotion. Common Point is not based on emotions. It's based strictly on logic. So here's the thing. You could do a 50-50. You could say, well, there are some people that believe in God. Okay, I'm not saying I don't believe in God, but there's some people that believe in God that still can follow a lot what's in my book. There's people that don't believe in God at all and still follow what's in my book. I'm a fence sitter when it comes to belief. Okay, even though I wrote the book on Common Point. I'm a fence sitter because I want to show me the proof that God exists. Show me the proof. Bring me the proof. I don't believe or disbelieve. I want the proof. I want to see it with my own eyes. Okay, not imaginary and not history and not superstition and not people say this is what happened. This what okay. So what I'm getting at is this. The common point lifestyle, is it right for you? Are you ready for this? Are you ready to be completely honest with yourself? I'm brutally honest. And it can be tough. It can be really rough to be honest with yourself and honest with other people, because we live in a society that's not honest. We live in a country that's not honest. We live in relationships. We are around relationships. I keep stuttering. I need to slow down. We are around so many relationships are not honest. If you watch the news, it's not honest. It doesn't bring you the truth. It's slanted. If you hear a politician, he's not honest. He's saying what he wants you to hear. Okay? Common point is about living a brutally honest lifestyle. Okay? If you do something wrong, you own up to it. If you want to say a lie, you don't say it. You tell people the truth about things, okay? If they say to them, how do I look today? You tell them the truth. You don't lie. We live in a society of lies. And one of the reasons I created Common Point, or kept developing Common Point, is I want to get away from that. I want to have a society of people being really honest and upfront with dignity and self-worth and honesty. That's what Common Point's about. So if you're ready for that, I'm not saying you're dishonest or you're a liar, but if you're ready to walk that path and live that lifestyle, Common Point is for you. So get a hold of me and get involved. So the Common Point lifestyle, is it right for you? And so you have to go into yourself and you have to say, why do I believe this? Why do I truly... Let's take religion, for example. There's so many things. I'm always harping on religion because I can't stand religion. I hate religions. But when I'm talking to somebody that's very religious and they're trying to convince me to believe in God, no, I'm not that I don't believe in God. Like I said, I'm a fence sitter. When they're trying to convince me to believe in God, I go back to my logical argument to them. If you were born on the other side of the planet and there was no Christianity, you didn't know anything about Jesus, you know anything about that, what would you be believing in today? Because you couldn't believe in that, because that was taught to you. That was information given to you. And you decided, because of the information being bombarded on you constantly, as you grew up in that environment, you became that environment. We become the environment we live in. So if you live in a country that has Buddhists, you become Buddhist. You live in a country that doesn't have atheists, you become an atheist. You live in a country that has a lot of Christianity, you become a Christian. It's that simple. Especially if you grew up in a Christian family, mom and dad believe it, you're going to believe it. That's the reason you believe it. So then you get the emotions involved, okay? Now you believe it and you dig deep into yourself. What makes you feel fuzzy and warm? I'm going to pray. I'm going to do all the stuff that goes along, all the stuff that goes along with that religion. Then you're in. Then you're in the cult. I'm back. I need another sip. Hang on. Here's the difference between the Common Point philosophy, and we'll go into more of that if you should get involved with it or not. This is the difference. This is the monumental difference, and one of the reasons why I developed Common Point, between Common Point philosophy and religion. Common Point does not judge you. It doesn't judge you. It accepts everybody. I don't care if you're gay, you're straight, bi, black, white, pink, short, tall, fat, ugly, gorgeous, wealthy, poor, very poor. Common Point does not judge people. But Common Point will judge your judgment. Okay? Common Point will not judge you, but it will question your decisions in life. It will make you think. Okay? Common Point makes you think. Religion makes you follow. Common Point makes you think. So it will not judge you. All religions judge you. The Christians, everybody judges, everybody condemns and judges and hates everybody else. That's religion. Common Point is not that. Will never be that as long as I'm alive. That's why I can't stand religion, because it's about judgment. It's about, oh, if you're going to come into our fold, you have to look a certain way. You have to think a certain way. You have to act a certain way. You have to believe a certain way. You have to be prejudicial a certain way. That's judgment. Common Point doesn't do that. So I truly believe that we are on the verge, in our country, in our world, to kick religion to the friggin' curb and get rid of it. But in the process, there's going to be a lot of wars and hatred and people dying because of what they believe, because they judge other people. That's very sad. It's not necessary, but it's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. I can just sit back and be a spectator. So is a Common Point lifestyle, philosophy lifestyle, right for you? Back to what I was talking earlier about, are you brutally honest with yourself? Here's three things of character, three. And I'm not judging you. I'm suggesting this to you. I will never judge you. I will judge religion. I will judge politics. I will judge government. But I will never judge an individual for who they are, or what they want to be. That is not my right to do that. I do not have the right to be a bigot. I do not have a right to be ignorant. And how somebody else lives their life, it's none of my business. So what was I saying? I got off on track. So it's raining outside. Yay! Thank goodness. We've been waiting for rain in Florida forever. Finally, it's raining. It's cooling it down a little bit. Back to the three things that you need to dig deep inside of you, into your core, to really be involved with Common Point. 1, don't judge other people for who they are, what they want to be, or the lifestyle they live. Number 1. Number 2, dignity, self-dignity. Respect yourself. Respect your environment. Stand up for what you believe in. I'm not saying religion, but stand up for what you believe in. What you want to do for your life's work. What you want to do for your life in general. Your dignity, your self-worth. Stand up for that. Build that up. That's number 2. Number 3, respect. Respect and honesty. Be brutally honest with yourself and with others. Don't put the veil on. Don't put the shield on. Don't say, oh, you look great today. And they look like... I'm not saying to blow smoke up the butt, but I'm just saying, be honest with people. We live in a society, especially in the United States, we are not honest people. We are not honest people. My dad used to say when I was a kid, I'm not trying to go down memory lane, I've said this in other videos. My dad used to say, your word must be gold. Your word must be gold. And you must stand behind your word. And he would. He would stand. If he made a mistake, he would hone up to it. If he hurt somebody, he would own up to it. If he went out and he did a job and he lost money, he didn't go back and say, I need more money. He sucked it up. He dealt with it. He was a man of his word. Those are the three things that are in this. Much. much more in this. But that's just, we're just scratching the surface, okay? Literally scratching the surface. If you want to be, if you are that kind of person and you want to, or you're not, and you're trying to be that kind of person, start with this one, the first one. And this will get you into the fold of sort of the common point society, the common point mindset. This will help you become a seeker in nature. That's the other thing. You need to be a seeker in nature. Never settle, never settle, never settle. So this one thing, today, do not pass judgment on other people. Do not pass judgment on other people. There is probably thousands of YouTubers out there that are making a living on YouTube by judgment. There's so many people making a living on YouTube because of judgment. They show the news, they comment on it. They show negative news, they comment on it. They just this constant rehashing of negativity. And it's, I don't want to say it's evil because I don't like the word evil, but it's wrong. They're making money for the wrong reasons. They're not being honest. They're not being sincere. If you can't get on YouTube, on your channel, and be yourself, and talk about yourself, and help people, you don't need to be on YouTube. If you're just there to drag people down and bring people more filter and more crap that we were constantly being bombarded with every day, that's not right. You do not have any dignity or self-worth if you do that. So, judgment. Number one. That's the number one. Sit down and say, do I judge people? If you watch the news and you see, let's say you are not part of the LGBTQ community. You're just a regular guy or a regular girl, right? Let's say you're like that, and you see them having their parade and their celebrations on TV, and you make a judgment. That's wrong, because they are no different than you. I am no different than them. They are no different than us. We are all human. We're all equal as human beings. And if you make judgments on people because of who they are, or what they decide to do, or the lifestyle they want to live, or the love they want to have, then that is on you. All that gets dissolved away in the common point philosophy. It's not about judgment. So in order to, hang on, hold that thought. I have to have a sip. I hope you're cooking that turkey. Kidding. Maybe popcorn. I almost missed the counter. So, reading out of my book, the common point philosophy lifestyle, is it right for you? And if you answer that question and go, no, this is not something I want. Here's the thing about common point. The door is always open. I'm always here for you. If you say, nah, that's not for me, but this is what I want you to do. Please do this. Actually, you're not doing this for me, you're doing it for yourself. If you pass judgment on somebody, if you feel negative about certain situations and certain people in the world, write it down. Why? Why do you feel that way? I tend to get pulled into the news and be judgmental about what's going on in the Middle East. I don't know those people, so I shouldn't judge them. I feel for them, but I shouldn't judge them for the way they believe, because the way they believe was not their choice. Okay? I should not, anybody shouldn't judge somebody for what they believe, because a lot of times what they believe was not their choice. And they don't realize it. They don't understand it. They grew up into that. It was part of their society. See what I'm saying? So in a way, I kind of feel sorry for them, because they're not free-minded human beings. They're controlled. They're in that box I talk about all the time. They don't have a free mind. They don't have free will. They don't have free judgment. They don't have that. And what's great about the United States, with everything that's going on right now in the United States, we still have that. We still have free thought, free mind, free will, free to walk around, do what we want to do, where we want to go. We still have that here. And I don't think we're going to lose it. I think we're going through a lot of stuff right now. I'm not going to get into all that luggage, because I don't want to judge. But I think we are going to be just fine, because I think the core of the country is strong. Okay? So back to the philosophy. Back to, if read my notes, I'm going to read it. The common point philosophy lifestyle. The common point philosophy lifestyle. Is it right for you? Do you want to get involved with this lifestyle? I'll tell you one thing. If you do, you will have a better life. If you do, you'll be more enlightened. If you do, you'll have more knowledge. Automatically, like magic, poof. When you get into this lifestyle, knowledge will be within you automatically. You'll see things from a different lens. You will see the world from a different lens. You won't see a world from a narrow lens. You'll see a world from a wider lens. And when you see a world from a wider lens, you become wiser. And when you become wiser, you become stronger. When you become stronger, you create a better world, a more peaceful world. That's common point. So do me a favor. We're going to close this video down. Very first thing I want you to do tomorrow or today when you wake up, try to spend 24 hours. Try to spend 24 hours every day without judgment. Try to spend a whole day, 24 hours, without passing judgment on people. You can judge their decision. I have no problem with that. Why did they make that decision? You can think in your mind. When you judge somebody's decision, it makes you think about what they were thinking when they made the decision. And that itself, it will enlighten you to understand them better. I'm going to repeat that because I stuttered. When you judge somebody, all you create is hatred. When you judge their opinion or their decisions or their lifestyle, it brings to you more knowledge. It makes you dig deeper into why they believe what they believe and how they became who they are. Then you will understand them better. When you understand somebody better, then you can be more acceptant of who they are. I'm going to end it with this. Know thyself. Look deep into yourself and understand and get to know yourself and the why you do what you do and the why you believe what you believe. And like I said in the beginning of this video, this is gravity. This is gravity. That's logic. This book is about logic. It's not about some history that repeats itself and hocus pocus that somebody is. It's logic. If you want to live in a purely logical world, let me know. The common point philosophy and lifestyle, is it right for you? I hope it is. If you have any comments, leave them down in the comments. And please subscribe to my channel. As I knock my cup over. Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can make some money. So I can buy an air conditioner. Love you guys. Bye now.